Professional kitchens are so easy to work in because we've just thought through absolutely everything. So I thought I'm going to take all of those learnings and bring it to the home kitchen, and that's where the product line came from. We called it Kitchen Solutions to start because every product actually solved a different problem that you're faced with when you cook. That's the beautiful thing about being a chef. You never stop learning.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for watching HSN. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. And my Mother's Day present is I get to work with Chef Curtis Stone for 2 hours, so I'm pretty happy. There he is.
Just hanging by the
BFF.
Hi.
Just hanging out. Let me tell you a little bit about, first of all, 2 restaurants, Maud and Gwen, both numerous awards in Los Angeles. Gwen, newest restaurant in Hollywood, California. And a first time appearing on television in a show called Home Chef. We're going around the country cooking in other people's homes, really gave the inspiration for Chef Curtis Stone to create this line that is exclusive to HSN. Now, let me tell you one thing. We've got about 60,000 products at HSN at any given time. This brand has more customer picks and is higher rated than anything we've ever had in the 40 years of our network. So if that doesn't give you confidence in shopping, and we of course would love to have your phone calls all throughout our 2-hour show. Our toll-free testimonial line is 1-866-376-8255. It's gonna appear here magically. But we're gonna jump in with our very first product. It's a set of 2. These are baking pans. And by the way, the colors go back with the Today Special that we're gonna be showing you in the next hour. So we did a great summer price, $24.95, available in the red, dark gray, or gold. Oh, okay, so a couple colors are gone. Okay, so red, dark gray, and gold. But Chef Curtis Stone making, do you remember making me that peanut butter and jelly sandwich all those years ago?
How can I forget? Are you kidding me?
My first and best sandwich I've ever had. And you know, I think a lot of our baking pans look like that one.
Well, what I want to show you is a side-by-side. I've got cookies here that I've baked on a regular aluminum cookie sheet, right? And then I've got our sheet pans, and have a look here. Ours, right? Don't just slide around, all right? But when you want to take them off, have a look at this. You're literally just going to move them around, and they will lift straight on off, right? So and these are delicate cookies, all intricate sort of shapes.
Right, so they're not going to break off when you're trying to take them off.
Right, but here, when you come to do it on a normal pan, this is what happens.
Oh, yes.
You sort of...
Oh, that's so sad.
Some you may get off, some are going to break. And the last thing you want is to only get some of the cookies off the pan, right? You want to make sure that they all move around really easily once they've had a second there. So this is the cookie sheet that we're selling today. The sheet pan is just such a brilliant piece. It is Durabake. Let me show you the technology, because I think once you understand how we make this stuff, then you're like, all right, that's why it's so strong.
Okay.
Carbon steel. We do the carbon steel because it's super strong. I hate pans that buckle and bend when they're put in the oven. We put 4 layers of the Durabake on the inside. It's the exact same technology that's in the DuraPan that allows it go all the way up in the oven to 450 degrees. It is really just the most beautiful thing. Everything releases from it. And I'm going to show you a variety of demonstrations that prove that to you today, because it really is just such a beautiful, beautiful product. Here we've got some popcorn. We've gone ahead and put caramel all over it, right? Now we know what caramel's like. I'm going to just go ahead and lift this up. Again, stainless steel utensils, no problem. And the fact that we've gone ahead and even the toffee isn't sticking to the pan. So let me do this. I'm going to break that up. Look at this. The whole thing's coming out in the sheet, right? So it's it's harder to get off because of the carbon steel.
I was going to say, look at the bottom.
Look at this. It's this beautiful big sheet. That's toffee, you guys. So, and you know how hard that is, right? You can imagine.
Like Rice Krispie treats, all that kind of sticky bar things that you make are all going to slide right out.
Slide right out.
There's 252 reviews that make this a customer pick. 250. That's right now. And you're getting 2 of them, by the way. And everything from Chef Curtis Stone is 30% off because he's here doing the Today Special.
Which is a crazy deal.
What is this? Is that lasagna?
This is a lasagna. so we've done a sheet pan lasagna. Look at this. Again, I'm going to give it a real quick shake, right? Now, I'm putting it down on my trivet, and you'll notice this is a roll-up dish rack, right? So I can just roll that out, and that's going to protect your countertops.
The trivet is available. It's coming up in our show. One of your #1 bestsellers.
When it comes time to cut your lasagna, you just go straight on down, right? And this, my friends, will slide right out of your pan. Have a look at that. And leave you, so you can divide it up, portion it up, or you can just slide the whole pan out as well. But you're able to sort of go down. I actually make these and put it in my kids' lunch boxes.
Really?
Oh yeah, they love it. They love that sort of cold lasagna in a thin little format like this. But you see how simple it is just to
I bet you your kids are very popular at school. Everybody probably wants to sit next to them at lunch.
You know, look, and here's the cool part. If I pick this up and show it to you differently, the whole thing will just slide straight out, right? And then the cleanup of a lasagna pan, we all know what that normally looks like. Well, let me show it to you with the DuraPan. You're just gonna wipe the pan clean, right? Take all of that residual lasagna off. Here we go. I'm gonna give it one more wipe. It's still hot, straight out of the oven.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So it makes your life so much easier. Normally you'd be soaking a pan like this, and now you're just wiping it clean.
Oh, FYI, it is dishwasher safe, so don't think we're doing this because you can't put it in a dishwasher, because you can.
You sure can.
We're just showing you that there's, you know, in 2 seconds the's no need to.
No, even the lasagna. I mean, take a look at this. I'm gonna again.
Like a nacho with all that cheese.
All that delicious
look at that.
caramelized cheese, and look, it's all. You know, that is sticky stuff, and by the way, delicious. Let me, yes.
Okay, and you're getting 2 of them for $24.95. If you're picking this up, stay on the line and say hi to Chef Curtis Stone. We would love to hear from you. I'm super excited that we have all these amazing products that are huge favorites. 252 reviews make this a customer pick on sale today. This is usually $39.95. You're getting 2 of them, and you can go in that fancy kitchen store in the mall, this, you know, fancy in Sonoma, whatever, fanciness,
yes,
whatever.
I know,
and
the
you know,
one
it's
you're
like
talking
hundreds
about.
and hundreds of, you know, you just, what we're talking about are pans that work, and we can say this all day long, but you guys have said it. You guys have said you love everything. I actually do Brussels sprouts in this all the time, and garlic, because it roasts vegetables fantastic.
So, I mean, look how it's done these potatoes. And you can see, again, no oil. If you want to put a little spray of oil, of course you can. A little butter, yeah, you can, but you don't need it. What you need to do is get the right pan, and then you'll be able to just literally, I mean, look at that. The pan has literally released that food perfectly. I go ahead, wipe out that little excess, and you've got a perfectly clean pan that basically looks like it just came out of the box.
Oh yeah, it's 17.5 inches by 12.5 in the width and 1 inch high. And I like also that you have a little inch high, because a regular cookie sheet is just everything you just roll off willy-nilly, and it's not very versatile either.
That's absolutely true. Rochelle, I need you.
Okay.
Come over. This cake is way too girly for me to take care of. And look, she's got a pink cake with pink flowers. It's not good for my reputation. But here, I'm going to tell you about Rochelle's book while she decorates it, because she's done this incredible bakeware cookbook. It is one of the most beautiful books you'll ever see. This book was created for our bakeware.
Oh, I love that. So, it's been very popular all day long.
Rochelle, tell us about this recipe that you're doing.
So every recipe in the book is made easy for the home cook, absolutely easy. Each recipe has a beautiful color picture, so you know what you're gonna do. They're all our favorite recipes, okay? They're Curtis's favorites, my husband's favorites, my dad, my mom. We really put the heart and soul of recipes.
On that cake?
Yes, so these are all edible flowers. So
look how beautiful.
We give you everything from the perfect vanilla cake that you can ever imagine, moist, delicious, tasty. We do it in a sheet pan. It's my favorite cake. I loved it when I was a child, and I said, I'm putting it in my cookbook.
And here's the best part, Rochelle.
Yeah.
When you do this, right, you've made the sheet cake in the pan.
Yes.
You know what it's like. This is a beautiful, moist cake that can be quite sticky.
Yes.
But have a look at this.
Yes.
It just lifts right out, and again,
look how beautiful.
Has absolutely
Isn't that nice?
Nothing to tidy up at the end. I mean, yes, that's a generous piece of cake.
I was going to say, that is the correct portion size.
I'm doing it in a rush. But have a look at the pan. You know, again, spotless.
Nothing. And this is the red, by the way, so if you want to match your Today's Special or your Chef Curtis Stone cookware. All right, I must stick my finger in that and taste that.
Please do.
Okay, who needs a fork when you have fingers? But And you get 2. I want you to remind you that you're getting 2 of these. Okay, that's delicious. I can't even function. It's so good. All right, so there are the 3 colors: the red, the cold,
dry towels.
And this is the dark gray, which is the traditional, you know, kind of that goes back with all the chef. If you've got the everything pan, if you've got the cookware, these colors are going back. And you know what? Entrees. Look at that. What a great. I haven't done that. That's a fabulous idea.
This is a sheet pan dinner, right? What a sheet pan dinner. And go onto Pinterest, you guys. Have a look at all the different examples. You can do chicken, you can do shrimp, you can do pork, you can do salmon, anything at all.
It's like a stir fry with less oil.
Right. It's basically protein and vegetable on a tray. You bake it in the oven, and have a look at this. You serve it with some tortillas, maybe a dipping sauce. Again, I'm going to reach for my stainless steel utensils because I can. You're not going to scratch this pan.
These recipes are on your Pinterest page, or you're just sort of looking at? I mean,
look, there's recipes all over the internet about sheet pan dinners. There's cookbooks that's been written about it. We're sending you home with recipes, of course, with any of our products that you purchase. But have a look at the cleanup, because this is where it gets really cool.
Okay.
Sheet pan dinners, yes, they're everywhere, but look, can you go ahead and just wipe your pans clean, like I am right now, with the pans that you're currently using? And I dare say the answer will be no, because this is a really unique technology. If you've got the DuraPan, give us a ring. We'd love to hear from you, either the DuraPan or the DuraBake. But there it is, spotless in just seconds.
Yeah, you're 2 of them, and this is really going to be a workhorse in your kitchen. Desserts, you know, appetizers, entrees, and you know, it's kind of one pan cooking too. So you can put, you know, everything on one pan, and you're good to go, and just wipe it up to clean up. It is dishwasher safe, oven safe also. So you could, you know, I mean, everything is super easie for everything.
Right.
Ooh, what's that?
So these are little pies.
I'm so distracted by the food.
Plate, please, Rochelle. Thank you. So check this out. They're like little freeform pies. And again, when you've got a pan that nothing sticks to, and look, I'm just shaking that, and this has got the fruit juice that's bubbling out of the little freeform pies and reducing down. So you'll be able to make this again and again and again. Beautiful food, and like I keep saying, the cleanup is where it's at.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought that would be like stuck on.
Right, because it's kind of like jam that's reduced down.
This is the gold choice, by the way. If you want to get the gold, this is the gold.
Pretty. You know, you deserve great cookware, and you deserve great sheet pans, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I think you should pick up today's special. I think you should pick up the 5-piece bakeware set that we've got online, and you should certainly pick up this. But if you get nothing else, you must get the sheet pans. You use them every single day.
Right. And
you
know, I would love for you to go to your kitchen right now and take a look at the condition of your sheet pan.
Yeah, right.
When I bought these, and I own these exact ones, I looked at what I was using, and I thought, what has this been through?
Right.
You know, I mean, it looked like, you know, kind of the oven that needed to be cleaned. It was sort of, you know, black and, you know, warped and bent, and also I love that it has a 1-inch kind of lip all the way around, and that really adds to the versatility. Is that the back of the pan?
So this is the back of the pan. I've put some Parmesan cheese all over, and now you can see what I'm doing. I'm literally just picking that up, and I'd now let this dry, and then I'd break it into little pieces and kind of create these croutons, these little Parmesan cheese. Here, try one. It's still a little warm, but have a little taste.
Like, oh, they're like a little crisp.
Is it so good?
Oh, they're
like in a Caesar salad or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
It's fabulous.
Okay.
Oh, yes, Rochelle.
Okay.
Share your sticky buns with the world.
It's coming through.
Rochelle and her sticky buns. We've got less than 40 seconds left to talk about these pans.
Have a look at those.
$12.48 to get home. Your choice of colors: red, dark gray, and also that beautiful gold. Remember, you're getting 2. This is a set of 2. Oh gosh.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
How nice is that?
I noticed that everyone in the entire building and the crew is sort of gathering around when the sticky buns come out.
The cameramen have just dropped
good.
their cameras and started walking towards us.
Ooh, look at
Yes.
this.
Blame 'em.
Oh, the Brussels sprouts, the cauliflower, and the roast chicken.
And
There you go.
Yeah. It's just, there's so many different things.
It's also
that you
great
will
for
find
roasting garlic.
To use this with.
The full garlic
sure
blooms, you know. I love it with a little olive oil. $24.95, you guys. Huge customer pick, 252 reviews. We've got other goodies that we want to show you. So there it is. It's a set of 2. You can keep ordering. We're just going to show you a few things. We're not going to do a full, presentation, but crazy popular today, meatloaf, you know, zucchini loaf. How about that perfect loaf pan? There's only 250 left in the dark gray. The gold and the red are available too. There's an insert, and that takes it out if you've got like drippings and separates it. $17.95. How many have been sold today, Aaron? almost 5,000 of those have been sold. So this wasn't scheduled to be in my show, but if you're just watching these 2 hours, I want to make sure that you know that's available and can pick it up.
That's going to sell out today.
It's definitely going to go. Okay, so the trivet. For me, this was a revelation. I was watching HSN and bought it before. I mean, I wasn't my show, I think, and I mean, I cannot believe how much I use this. I have it over my sink 24/7.
Oh, it's so great.
You know, I wash fruit and I let it dry. I use it for, I bake cookies. I use it as a cooling rack for my cookies. There's so many different things. It's crazy. So full airing at the end of this hour. The trivet is a game. Can I say it's a life changer? It really is.
It sounds
really,
so crazy.
It sounds so crazy, but it really is.
We've got them laid all over the table here, and you'll see us using it again and again and again. I'm gonna jump into my. This is one of the pieces of my Today Special. Oh, sorry, this day only.
Okay, so this day only. Actually, right before the show, we had this added. So I know that you walked in, you're like, oh, the oven's, you know, because we weren't even going to do this. And HSN dropped the price for this hour. So this wasn't advertised or announced. It's $129.95.
Come on.
Yes, and you know what the shipping is? $0.
That's a crazy deal.
So we're going to show you all the things, but what I want you to remember about this is it's the size of a toaster oven.
Right.
So for what you're going to do, rotisserie chicken, it comes with a rotisserie, comes with everything, $25.99. We're also doing 5 flex pay.
Crazy.
Craziness. So we're going to see all the magic. Of course it's a customer pick because everything you do is a customer pick.
All right, well, you're starting over here. I just saw you get a little sneaky shot of this pizza because have a look at it.
And that's part of the Today Special, the pizza pan.
Okay, so let me just drop this down. This is the crisper part of the pizza pan.
Yes,
so red hot, I'm dropping it on my trivet. You saw us talking about that just a minute ago. Now we have this gorgeous pizza, and here's the cool part. Have a listen to this. See how crispy and fantastic the base of that pizza is? That's because of that beautiful pizza pan and, of course, the intense heat that you can get in your little oven. You then, I've also got this pizza.
That pizza rocker is crazy fantastic, and we have that available, too.
But let me show you underneath here. Have a look at that crispy crust. People pay a fortune for wood fire ovens to try and achieve that. You can get it home today by buying the Today Special and, of course, our oven.
Have you ever been near those? I mean, obviously, you're a chef. You know how hot those get?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're so hot. And think about summertime. A crisp pizza without heating up the house. Fantastic.
You're
not going to throw this. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
I got my
fists a little bit closer together. Ready? 1. Go with you. 2.
I can't do
3.
it.
We'll catch it. Yay! Okay, now toss it in the air. Quickly. I got you. All right.
I think I folded it in half.
We're back in business. You made a calzone, eh? That's all right. All right,
I did. I made a calzone. Oh,
here's the deal, though. You see the perforated tray? The reason for that is to let the heat through. It's a really important part. Then what you do is you do pizza. Now, the best part about pizza these days is you don't even need to know how to make the dough. Every supermarket in the country is selling fresh pizza dough, and you can just go ahead and buy it, right? So you buy the dough, you stretch it out over the pan just like that. You get a little bit of tomato sauce. Spread that around. Is that your first time tossing a pizza?
It was my first time ever.
Good, see?
I had no idea. I actually watched the presentation with Leslie. That's the only reason I knew to make a fist.
He's gonna throw it.
I was afraid you were gonna try that. I'm like, and she had these big rings on it. I thought it was gonna make an indent. But I love pizza. Everybody, you know, and when you're making it at home and it's so fresh and the kids love it, and this oven, you know, not heating. By the way, it's not 1,000,000 degrees standing in front of all of these ovens.
Right.
And I just want to tell you how big this is. 14 3/4 inches in the length, 18 1/4 in the width, and it's 11 inches high. From seeing it on HSN.com, and all it does, I thought it was going to be really big and take up the whole. If you want to just, you know, use this instead of your toaster oven, and yes, it makes toast.
Right. It feels super compact, but here's the cool part. Look at what I'm able to pull on out of it. Okay, so while it feels super compact and you're still able to pull out big pieces of cookware. You know, so it looks small, but takes a lot, is what I'm basically saying. Have a look at this. I've got this gorgeous piece of pulled pork. So the pork, what we do is we just seal it off in the pan. We stick some barbecue sauce in there.
That smells so good.
Oh, it's such, look at this. It just falls apart, and you'll be able to do this on the slow cook function on your oven. So there's a variety of different functions.
Aren't those claws available that you're using?
These bear claws sure are. You just
I've
hold
always
them like
wanted
that.
some of those.
Yeah, great for pulling pork or briskets or lamb legs, you name it. They're also really good for picking things up. Like if you want to pick something up, even pick up a roast chicken or something like that. You can do that too. So, you know, beautiful pulled pork, which we'll make some pulled pork sandwiches with later on. Okay. But let me run you through the functionality of the oven because it's pretty cool. Let's start up here. There's bake, toast, roast, broil, defrost, convection, slow cook, rotisserie, and keep warm. So you're getting all of those functions. What did I just list? Is there 9 of them? Here's probably my favorite though, the rotisserie. Have a look at this chicken, you guys. If you can get that camera down nice and low, I really want to show you the infrared light, which is right up the top there. So if you can drop right down, I'll see that. So basically what's happening with that infrared light is you're getting this gorgeous crisping quality from that product. So it's a really important part of why the rotisserie comes out so brilliant, and not many of these, even if you find a rotisserie oven, not many of them have that infrared light, but it's a really important part to it. This is how you take it out of the oven. This comes with it. You just come straight on in there, you clip it on there, you go ahead and lift it out. Whoops. It's really quite easy, but I'm making it look really difficult. Here it is. You just pick that up. There you go. You bring it on over like this. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, there's 2 things to do. There's a little screw on this side and a little screw on the other side. And you would ordinarily let it cool, but we're on TV, so we're making you do everything 100 million degrees. You just pull that out both sides, right? So you remove that from the chicken. Then you're left with this incredibly crispy. I mean, have a look at the skin on this. And let me go ahead and pick this up or turn it around. Even the underside of the chicken. And that's the beauty of it. As it's rotisserieing around, turning around, you're just getting this incredible flavor. Can I ask you like a dumb question? Please. So I have limited counter space in my kitchen, and I have a toaster. This actually says toast. Can I easily make toast in this? You sure can. So for the same real estate as my toaster, I could have a rotisserie as well. Yes, absolutely. That's a fantastic feature. You know, when you're cooking, I do like bagels. I like toasting bagels, so this will toast a bagel and toast everything as well as... It does. Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah. It's really, really fast, so it works much faster than your general oven. Because there's toasters that are $100, like a fancy toaster, you know, and this is so much more. $129.95 is a this day only price. You may not have seen it on hsn.com earlier in the day. We literally just did it right before the show. $25.99 to get home and free shipping and handling. There it is. Toast. So bake, broil, slow cook, roast, convection, toast. All right. So I'm a better baker than I am a cook. So I'm excited it makes toast. Look at that chicken. I mean, look, it's so juicy and succulent on the inside, and on the outside, here, have a little taste. I would love to. And I love the skin. I love all of it. That looks so good. You have a little taste of that. It is hot. I will jump right in. Wait. It's so delicious. I have no feeling left in my fingers. I used to be a waitress. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. For many years in New York City. That's amazing. Yeah, me too. I mean, the chicken wings that you get off this, they're just so fantastic. When I roast my chicken just in a pan, the top of it is crispy, but the underside, the skin isn't crispy at all. And all the fat that you would like to have self-basting when it just sort of lays at the bottom. I would way rather rotisserie. Sure. I mean, there's a reason that we all go down to the fancy shops, even from your grocery store, to pick up the rotisserie chickens because they're so fabulous. That is so good. The truth is, though, most of those have been brined, so they've been pumped full of goodness knows what, probably saline solutions. You don't need all of that. You can do this at home, and you can do it so simply and so easily. And there it is. You've got a gorgeous roast chicken in literally minutes. And you make that once a week, and then you can use it in sandwiches, you know, tacos, salad. You can use it all week. If you can roast a chicken, you can pretty much live. You can survive. I teach my daughter, you know, who's going off to college, just roast a chicken, you're done. And by the way, if you have a condo or a small kid, and this is fabulous, or if at the holidays, you're like, where do I put the side dishes? It's like an extra oven. If you're thinking of redoing your kitchen and you've gotten an estimate on redoing your kitchen to add another oven, $50,000. You know, how about $129.95 to have that extra oven, right? It changes everything. It changes everything. Sometimes you're cooking for 1 person or 2 people. Here are the advantages. This is faster. It's more energy efficient. It doesn't heat up your house. There's so many more advantages to using this little guy. I keep calling it a little guy. It's not that little. Thank you, Kat. That's going in at $450. 150 degrees. It's salmon and broccoli. Dinner's going to be ready in about 10 minutes.
Right.
You know, it really happens so quickly.
But the footprint on your counter space is really what I think is incredible about this. 14 3/4 inches. You can even measure your counter space and see how big your toaster is. It's probably about maybe 4 inches longer than your toaster. And then look at all the other things you can do. And you know, a toaster oven might be $100. So for 30 bucks more, you're getting a rotisserie. We have under 1,000 of these now. These are flying out the door. There's actually 977. This is the only airing. 975. This is the only, see, it's right there on the screen. I tell you exactly how many we have. And this price is for today only, and I'm not sure if this is gonna have another airing. This might sell out right here. We have 15 more minutes or sell out, whichever comes first. And it's only $25.99 to get home.
Look at that bake ziti. And look, this is in one of my little Dura bakes. We also have this little set of 3 available.
And that is made for perfectly to fit this.
It sure does.
Yes, and you know what, Aaron, I would love to show the item number for the set of 3, this bakeware that is the perfect size for this. It's actually made for this. I didn't see what the price. Okay, how much is that, Aaron? Because I didn't see it. It was. I know it's on sale. It's 30% off. I think it was like under $30, maybe $24.95 today.
Which makes it like $7 $24.95. It's so wild.
And it's every single one. Actually, I think I have all 3 right here.
Exactly like our Today Special. If you picked up on the Today Special, you can also pick up on this. It's made of carbon steel. It's got the 4 layers of the Dura bake. It is such a brilliant little piece.
If you get the oven, you got to get that. It's only like under 25 bucks today.
Can we just take one more look at this rotisserie? Because, and I don't know if you can get the camera nice and low again and show us that infrared light too, because, you know, it's just as important with the roast beef. You saw it with the roast chicken a minute ago. There it is with that infrared light that's visible. But the roast beef here is so beautiful. And let me take it out and cut it for you. We've got this set to the rotisserie, which is 300 degrees. Again, I told you it was easy before and then dropped it, but that's really how easy it is. It just comes straight out normally.
Can I ask you another question? Because I'm a home chef. I'm not nearly anywhere in your universe. Does it take longer to cook that in this oven than it would in a regular oven?
It's a really good question. It's actually a little faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's constantly on the move and that heat's circulating around.
Okay.
So you would cook this entire prime rib in what, Kat, about 40 minutes?
It's
45?
At 300 was 90 minutes.
90 minutes. Well, you've cooked it nice and slow, but you can actually cook it even faster than that. So, you know, look at that beautiful golden color.
I thought maybe it would be 3 hours, honestly.
Oh, no,
I thought because it was such a small little foot. By the way, we're getting nuts on this. There's 300 people in the ordering process, and we have 875 of these left.
Check this out.
Do not wait. This is the best deal, the lowest price we've ever done. We have a bit of a hold. Express automated ordering or going to hsn.com. That is gorgeous.
Have a look at that
I would love to get this.
Beef. I mean, are you kidding me? This gorgeous, juicy, perfectly seasoned roast beef. You'll be able to cook like this every single time. If you want it nice and rare, like this one is, you just set the timer. If you want it a little more cooked,
I love
then
everything rare, like mooing.
You know, it's totally up to you.
Yeah, but this is 90 minutes, and then what? To me, the
This
other
is what
thing,
I like, though,
because
these
I'm
little
not, I have like attention deficit, something wrong with me. I can't focus. I'll forget it's in there, and I won't baste it or do anything. So do you have to go in and like baste it or anything? Can I have this? Am I allowed to eat that?
Stop talking and eat it.
Okay.
My goodness. It is so good. Oh, yeah. Guys,
This is so good. I need to be alone.
The flavour you get from a rotisserie.
Yes, I just said that. Yeah, you love me. I know, baby.
The flavour you get is just so good. And, you know, that's one function. There's all these different functions on this oven that you will absolutely fall in love with. I'm baking over here as well. We've got this set on bake, 300 Fahrenheit. What have we got? We've got some enchiladas with a beautiful beef sauce. Again, the Dura bake's coming straight out of the oven. I'm just dropping it down onto my trivet.
What is that, enchiladas?
That's enchiladas with beef, all layered up with some beautiful cheese. So yeah, it's a little Mexican dish. Mashed potato. So when you're entertaining...
And this is in the set of 3 that I told you about, that's $24.95.
It sure is. That's one of the 3. That's one of the 3. I'm
going to show it to you one more time. So many people are asking about it, who are calling in. And by the way, I think this oven's going to sell out, by the way. Okay. Right. So $24.95. It's a set of 3 bakeware. And Kat has it right there. Maybe Kat, you guys, it's all 3.
All three of
you
these.
get all three of these for $24.95.
You get the little square, which is, I call that the perfect little brownie
and
pan.
all three of these fit, and two of the three that today's special fit in here too. The pizza oven, the pizza pan fits in there.
Just not the giant one.
Yeah.
Then you have that little rectangle, which is again just a great little piece. And then you have the little sheet tray. So you've got the three different pans. It's a set. I can't believe the price on these. But when you're doing those little individuals, sometimes you're just reheating something for 1 or 2 instead of using the microwave. And I'm always saying you shouldn't use the microwave. You should use this stuff because it just works so much better. Isn't it so good?
You told me to stop talking and eating. I do what I'm told.
Eat it.
God, this is,
I didn't want you to miss out. I'm like, just come over here and get it.
Okay. There's... All right, now you're starting up. Don't get me started. 758 left. There's 300 people actually ordering right now. So
look at this. I mean, for when you do...
Is that fried zucchini?
It is, fried zucchini and little chicken tenders. Sometimes you're just cooking for one and you just want to get something in and out really nice and fast. So, you know, you're reheating something.
Does that pan come with it or no?
It's perfect for that.
Does the pan come with that?
It does.
Oh, it does?
It does. And
the rack comes with it?
Sure does.
And all the rotisserie stuff comes with it. Because sometimes we have something like this and if you want the rotisserie, it's extra.
Right,
but the rotisserie actually comes with it. And you know what? I know that this one comes with recipes too. I know I wanted to say that because oh, look at all these recipes. Peach crumble, banana walnut bread, white cheddar biscuits, teriyaki steaks. Oh, speaking of steaks, we got some meat in the next hour. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of recipes that come with this as well that are specifically for this oven. So really easy.
This is the Aussie beef, by the way, all grass-fed.
This is the Aussie beef. Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is one of those giant ribeyes. Have a look. You saw me put this in just a little while ago. I'm calling these sheet pan dinners. It's salmon on a rack with broccoli. Extremely healthy.
That's so good.
Isn't it so delicious?
No, this isn't available. This type of roast. Are we selling that?
Not yet. Not yet. But
oh, okay.
you know what? Keep chewing because later in the year.
Well, because we have a combination pack in the next hour that I think we only have like 300 of. So I know that's going to go crazy.
It's all selling
Okay, another 100 sold while we were chatting about other products. So there's there's 400 people who are ordering and 600 left. So what is it, 686 left, 681 left.
Have a look at this
So it's
pizza.
about 200 left with everybody shopping. Just to let you know, it doesn't sell out when it gets to 0. It sells out when it gets to like 400.
This is the one that you helped me spin, and have a look at it.
You mean the one I almost made into a calzone? You're being very kind to me right now.
So that perforated pan, again, the Today Special, you can pick up on that right now as well. That's just one of the 3 pieces. But have a look underneath here, and this is what you're getting.
I love that.
Isn't that so cool? That's from the pizza pan and, of course, the intense heat of our beautiful little oven. So I'm going to go ahead and we rolled this so big it barely fits under my pizza knife. But
if you're just tuning in, I want to give you the dimensions of this, which to me was the #1 reason why I said I can have this. So for a couple inches footprint on my counter, more than a toaster, I get a toaster, plus I get a rotisserie, I get a pizza oven, I get a baker, an extra oven for baking at the holidays.
You're saying how petite it is, right? And you're absolutely right. The footprint is really tiny.
I should have got my jewelry ruler out. Just to, I mean.
Here's what's so cool. Look at the size of this cake pan.
What's the diameter of that?
What is it, Kat?
Is that 13?
12?
That one's 12.
That's a 12
inches
diameter.
across, and it fits really easily.
That's bigger than a regular layered cake pan, too.
Yep. So you can bake on all different temperatures.
Is that a full-size bundt cake?
That's a full-size bundt cake. I'll even turn it out for you. Thanks, Kat.
And it's not hot, by the way. So in the kitchen, you know how you're like roasting in the kitchen? I mean, you know how hot the professional kitchens get. But I love that you can just do anything with this. All right. We're supposed to talk about this for another 7 minutes, but this special that we just added right before the show, $25.99 on FlexPay, free shipping and handling. It was $15 to ship, which is reasonable. It's it's free right now. And we have, I'm not, Aaron, I know it says we have 600 and there's 400 people shopping, so there's about a couple hundred. If you call in right now, you'll get it. This is not going to be on again today. This is a special price. This is ordinarily, what's the regular price? $179.95 plus shipping. Plus $15 shipping, $14.95. So today, free shipping and $129.95. That's $50 off. I just did math right in front of you. I don't think I've ever done that.
Here you go.
All right.
Little slice of pizza. Don't say, I'm like an Italian grandma.
You are.
Someone said
you
that
don't
to
look
me.
like an
Italian. You're like an Italian grandma. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a compliment.
You are.
You know what? When I designed this product, I want it to work. I want it to be amazing. I want it to change the way you cook. I have one of these little ovens. We have like a little kitchenette down near our TV room. Me and the kids are constantly doing pizzas. We do grilled cheese sandwiches in it. You know, so a lot of the simple stuff, but then when the holidays are around, we pick it up because it's so light. You take it down to the kitchen, and then I've got somewhere to heat the plates. I've got somewhere to do the potatoes. So it is that extra kitchen, like little tool when you really need it. Like you just mentioned. So isn't that a good pizza?
It's so crispy.
Like 3 ingredients.
It's crispy. I feel like when I make, and I'll buy like a frozen pizza and cook it in the oven, but it gets a little soggy. This is so crispy all the way around, and then the cheese is melted. I don't like it when the cheese isn't melted, but because the heating element is right on top, it's melting the cheese and then close to the bottom. It's like you took your oven and squished it so that the heating element is right here and right here, so you get all that delicious crispiness.
Right, but that's what food should be, and I'm doing this for on purpose, right? Crispy underneath, beautiful and saucy cheesy on top. Food should be simple, actually. It shouldn't be overcomplicated. You should, through a few ingredients and the right tools, be able to get something that's delicious. And you'll hear me take a bite of it.
Yeah. Crispy, crispy, crispy. I'll talk. $25.99 is the flex pay. If you're just tuning in, this is kind of like an everything oven. It's a rotisserie, and it comes with all the things you need to do the rotisserie. It comes with and it also has a pan with the rack over it, so you can do salmon or roast, anything like that. Also, it has all the settings again, and I actually, we've got 5 minutes left, and there's almost an equal number of people on the line as we have products. I would love Chef Curtis Stone, the official #1 best rated brand at the network. I would love for you to go through all the things that this does one more time. In case somebody's just tuning in and saying, what did I almost miss out on?
What did I miss out on?
You did not miss out on, how many left? 200 left. My producer is just giving me the legal 200 left sign.
Okay, so here we go. Look at this. I've made pulled pork sandwiches from that pulled pork.
I am not eating that on TV. I'll make a mess.
Don't make
I will look at that.
Let's keep them for after. Let's go over here to the oven.
I want to show one more time everything it does.
I'm going to start by turning the oven off. Okay, so let's turn it off altogether. This is how simple it is. You hit power, and then you decide what you want to do. So you choose mode. There's a big wheel. You just cycle through. You can go from bake to toast to roast to broil, to defrost, convection, slow cook, rotisserie, and keep warm. Now, you'll notice that they're all preset in. So keep warm is going to tell you to preset to 175. But let's say you want to do convection oven, which is the fan-forced oven. You go ahead, then you choose the temperature. You might want to start on 350, or maybe you want it hotter. You can take it all the way up to 450 if you want to, right? So you just keep on cycling through. I've purposely made this really, really easily.
How do you make toast? I'm not joking.
You don't even have to press start. Bring me some bread, Kat. Let's make some toast.
I know that sounds crazy, because this is what I want everybody to
you're right.
Tell your husband I bought a new toaster.
Yeah.
And then, right? And then for all this, bagels, toast, and then you can rotisserie a chicken, bake all the things that we've made here for the same real estate, because on my kitchen, I don't have a lot of room, the same counter space as like a toaster oven. You're getting everything here. Oh, look at you.
Kat, thank you,
all right, I know. Okay, how do you make toast?
Okay, so you preset it. All right, so let's go ahead. We choose the mode. You cycle through, you select toast.
Okay.
You hit start, right? It automatically goes on to there. You can even choose the toast shade.
Yeah.
So if you want to say, I want it higher, darker, or lighter, you can go ahead and choose that as well, right? So once it's on, and you'll see it start to glow real soon, doesn't take more than a second.
You just like literally, and this pan comes with it.
The pan comes with it.
You just slide in, and there's no more, and you know what?
You
don't get all those crumbs on the bottom like a regular toaster, because you got a pan.
Correct.
So it's less cleanup than a toaster, and it does all of these other things. Oh boy, where's my rotisserie chicken? I just need to just keep looking at that rotisserie chicken. That alone, for what I would save. How much more money is a rotisserie chicken at the store as opposed to buying your own chicken? What did you put on the outside of this chicken? Like olive oil, salt and peppers?
Just salt and pepper.
Yeah,
it's so easy.
Look at that, and the red at the top. That's the magic.
That's so beautiful, isn't it? Now, what I'm going to show you next is some stuffing. So I've just pulled this out of the oven. Again, this is in the pan from my DuraPan. If you want to just flip it on over, you sure can. Will it come out? Of course it will. It's a DuraPan. All right. So then, if you want to go ahead and slice that, you can. If you want to flip the whole thing back over, you can do it like that. And then you can go ahead. I actually like serving stuff in this way. We usually just stick a spoon in it. But if you ever go ahead and slice it, and by the way, you guys, if you have this at home, give us a ring. We would love to hear from you.
We got a phone call.
Oh, who we got?
See how fast that was? We're going to go to Tennessee and say hi to Mary, who got this. Hi, Mary. You're on live.
Hi, Mary.
Hi there. How are you guys today?
Well, obviously, I'm doing fantastic because I'm standing next to this guy.
We are having fun, my darling.
I get to eat, and I'm so excited that you ordered this, Mary. Are you going to throw away your toaster and put it right on that spot on your counter?
Well, actually, I have a different brand, similar oven, and the old one will go in the camper because I want the Curtis Stone. Everything I've purchased from Curtis Stone has been excellent.
Oh, thank you, my darling. I tell you what, you won't regret it because this oven is a real game changer. If you bought it just for the rotisserie, Mary, you would fall in love. But it does so much more than that. Like I said to you before, and I'm going to keep my eye on my toast.
But you brought up a great point, Mary. If you have a camper, or if you've kind of, you know, this is fabulous. All you need is like a plug where you plug in your blow dryer,
right.
You know, and then all of a sudden you've got a kitchen.
Mary,
exactly.
you're going to be blown away.
What's your favorite thing you're going to make in this, Mary?
I actually have a prime rib in my freezer that I'm going to wait till this comes.
Oh, yes.
To pull out that prime rib.
You wait, my darling. It is so worth it.
So worth it.
And when you cook that on the rotisserie, I mean, how good is it?
It was, well, I told you how good it was. It was very good. Thank you, Mary. I'm going to be eating more of this. I can't wait to hear how your prime rib comes out.
Thanks, Mary, my darling.
So I'm just checking with my producer. How many do we have left? There's a final 100. It's last call.
Okay.
$25.99 to get home. The price is for today only. So the last 100 will go right now. Jump on the phone. You can use express automated ordering. Oh, I'm going to eat that.
I mean, that little
look
piece
at that
from
rare.
the outside. It's just so good.
That is so good.
My goodness. It's so good. Now, don't forget, you guys, I know there's lots of you in the ordering process. You also get to pick this up today. It is a 3-piece set of DuraPan. I wish I had a third hand so I could hold it. Thank you.
That's what I'm for.
So there's 2, and there's the third. We'll get together, and then you'll see all 3 of them. There you go, beautiful. So 2 rectangles and the square. There's... How many of these have already sold in this hour?
600.
600 of these have already gone. And by the way, you're really smart because they all fit into your little oven and they are absolutely
They're made
brilliant.
just for this oven, so you have to have them. And I told you, they're on sale today.
Carbon steel.
Love it. All right, we're going to take a quick little break and give you some message about HSN Cares. But when we come back, we've got so many more goodies, including the trivet, the today's special, and in the next hour, Aussie beef. That's right.
Ooh.
I'm not talking about him.
Not me.
I'm talking about this.
Since 2011, HSN Cares and Habitat for Humanity have been helping women realize their dream of home ownership.
HSN Cares believes in giving back.
You're building lives. HSN actually cares.
For the entire month of May, HSN Cares will donate $1 from every at-home item sold during at-home shows.
None of this could have happened without your donations. Thank you for helping me make my dream a reality.
HSN Cares is the heart of everything we do.
I'm Joy. I'm a mother, that's first and foremost. I'm curious, always curious. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm an inventor. So when I'm designing product, it's all about making everyday life simpler. I guess that's just how I look at things. I find a lot of inspiration from just living my everyday life. And I think, boy, every day's a gift. Make joyful discoveries every day.
Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN.
Well, I just want to give you a quick update. How many of the ovens do we have left? 70. 70. So, okay, I'm going to keep you posted. All right, we're going to move on to the set of 2 tumblers. Now, I think that we've all heard about that tumbler. You know, tumblers are very popular. People are getting them, but the problem with them is they don't fit in your cup holder.
Right.
And they're very expensive. And if you're going on a fishing trip, they might be fantastic on a boat. But because the company that originally kind of like made this kind of famous is like for fishermen and things like that. So what Chef Curtis Stone did is said, wait a minute, I want them in the colors that match the kitchen that all my customers have. And I'm going to make them in the shape that they should have been in the first place, which is fit in a cup holder in the car, which seems like all of them should have, but they didn't. And I'm going to make it so that you can have this mechanism at the top, which in other brands, you have to buy an extra thing to get the lid that slides open and drinks out of it. And you could go like this. Some of them don't have the sliding thing where you can actually shut it. So with all these features, oh, of course, and you're getting 2. So I have 3 color choices. This is the turquoise blue that matches back to the Today Special in the blue with all the, you're getting 2 of them, or 2 of the black, or 2 of the red.
Now, these are insulated tumblers, you guys. It's a double wall mechanism, so it keeps hot things hot and it keeps cold things cold. It's that simple to understand. Let me just show you. I've got a coffee. It was about from 3 hours ago. I've put a thermometer in there and it's going to give us a digital readout of what that temperature is. It's at 78, 80. It's going to climb up to somewhere. I'll leave that down so you can see it. Look, it's up around 84. We bought 2 coffees. We poured 1 into mine. I've kept it closed. I have no idea of the temperature, but let's open it up now for the first time and drop this in and see the temperature. So that was at 84, and this one is at 129. It's probably going to climb to like 138, I reckon, because it holds the temperature for up to 4 hours. It keeps hot things hot for 4 hours. It keeps cold things cold for the entire day.
Yes, anything. Adult beverages.
How cool is that?
You know, a soda, an iced tea, water, if you're like trying to drink more water.
Just to prove it to you, I'm going to pour that out. And look, you can see the steam coming off. That's 3 hours ago. And you can still see the steam rising up off the coffee.
Love that.
So yes, of course it fits in your cup holder as well. Same thing. This is a side-by-side again.
You say of course, but the other ones don't.
Right,
they don't all.
Right.
I mean, I was shocked because I actually bought one and it didn't fit in the cup holder. I couldn't believe it. Like, what's the whole point?
So this one had a giant ice cube and it was full of ice, right? This one the same deal. Let me go ahead and pull it out and show you the side by side. This is still reasonably cold, but it's taken a few hours for all of that ice to melt. Have a look at this one. All the ice is still intact and perfectly cold, right? Same deal. If I go ahead and pour out my iced coffee, you can see that there's just a little bit of ice left in this. So let's see what temperature we're down at. It's going to drop pretty rapidly. Let me bring my thermometer over so
do you know what I would do? When you're home before you go to work for the day, I would just fill that up with ice. Because a lot of people where you work, there's water and soda, but there's no ice. You can just fill that up with ice and then, you know, pour your little soda in throughout the day, or your drink, or your iced tea, or your whatever you want.
So that's down to 44. And what are we over here? We're down at 30. It probably dropped to about 30, I would say. That's down to 33 already. So, you know, again, iced tea, yes, that stays cold for an hour or 2. This one, totally, what's happened?
I have an update.
Oh, come on, give it to me.
Yes, the oven is 100% gone.
Oh, no, goodness me, you guys.
So, thank you for your calls and orders. So, we've got lots of goodies and more surprises, like Australian beef. Okay.
It's coming. It's coming. All right, so I'm going to pop these open for you. This has been 4 hours. Look at the ice. Right, so you can see how cold it is keeping your drinks. Will you put this much ice in it? No, because you won't need to. But then at the same time, this is 5 hours ago, we went ahead and put tomato soup in here.
Right, I mean, if you want to have delicious, like, you know, pureed vegetable soup as like a really low-calorie lunch, and you don't have anywhere to warm it up at work, you can have it, you know, 4 hours later, and it's fantastic.
I don't know if you can see that. That's 143 degrees. That's it's about 140 degrees. That was 5 hours. Oh no, I've got to keep it in the middle. That was about 5 hours ago that we put that hot tomato soup in. If you're going to work, you put hot soup. Think about your kids going to school. They can have hot soup for lunch every day.
Let's keep it real. Your kids are little. My daughter is graduating from high school next week. Right. So all you moms and dad that had to sit in the heat for soccer practice, you fill it up with ice, you make your adult beverage, you sit in the stands, And you can get through it. The lacrosse, the football practice, the soccer practice, everything. Your kids are little, but as you get older, there's a lot of sitting and watching games and things like that throughout the years.
Here's the other really cool part. Look, I've got I've got it closed, and look, sorry, I didn't have it closed. There you go. I've got it closed now, and look, nothing's dribbling out. Now that you flick it open and watch, out she comes. So you've got this really nice. It's not going to spill all over the car.
Fabulous.
If it's bouncing around.
Yep.
So we've covered the double wall tumblers, right? They are fantastic. This is another thing that I want to show you.
Okay.
This is a cozy, right? What we call it in Australia is a stubby holder, right? And what it is, it's basically something that a cold beverage goes in, and it's supposed to keep it cold. Rochelle, how long ago did you put these in? And this is my one.
About 4 hours ago as well.
About 4 hours ago as well. So I'll be able to read the temperature of the can with this little laser here. What have we got? 76. Let's flip it over to this one. And we are down at 69
degrees.
So
wow.
How long ago, Rochelle, did you do that?
About 4 hours ago.
About 4 hours ago. So you've still got cold beverage over here, and this one has totally warmed up.
I've got your back. There you go. And you know, you're getting a set of 2, by the way, and it's the insulated cozies are $29.95. Black, turquoise, blue, or red.
Right, works on bottles as well as cans. So, you know, when you need a nice cold root beer, you will be able to keep your root beer
Again,
really
if
nice
you're doing
cold.
your kitchen in that Curtis Stone turquoise color, we have it in turquoise. And then we also have the taller, these are the double wall insulated bottles. These are the bottles. So the bottles, I don't know if we have, do we have the turquoise in the bottle? Oh, just black or red, the turquoise has sold out.
That's been in there for 21 hours?
Been in there for 21 hours.
Okay, 21 hours ago, Rochelle put boiling hot water in here, and look at it.
Wait, did you say 21 hours?
Come on.
Hey, look at this steam.
I know, we were baffled as well.
That is
That's
so
pretty
incredible.
crazy.
And the same with the ice cold water, 21 hours ago.
21 hours ago.
So let's see what happens here with the, this is like a science.
I was going to say, this is like
The ice
chemistry
is still in
class.
there.
Isn't
Look,
that awesome?
Listen, it's
You're
still
like
got
Curtis
ice
Stone,
in
the
there.
science guy.
Right, isn't that so cool?
Yeah,
well, you
so
know
cool.
what? I love these insulated bottles because it allows you to really use it so many different ways.
All right, the item number is 598671. I have to tell you about what's coming up in the next hour.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the world launch of Chef Curtis Stone bringing to us genuine Australian beef that people rave about. We are the only ones that have the pure beef patties. There's less than 600 available now. It hasn't been on air yet. That's all we could get in. We're doing sort of like a like a show to show you everything. $54.95. We're to ship those to you for free, which is pretty crazy. And $18.32 to get home. Aaron, is there an auto ship offer on this one? Okay, so and you can. There's how many in the auto ship? Only 260 people can get auto ship. So we do have auto ship. And of course, if you order them and you don't love them, you can say, I don't want those future shipments, but you can't go backwards and say auto ship because it's so limited. So just for mentioning it, 130 orders are gone. And now we have 569 left. We didn't even get to this yet. Australian beef is available for the very first time at HSN, and it's going to be in our next hour.
And it is grass-fed, no added hormones. It is antibiotic-free. It's so good.
It's so exciting. All right, so we're going to jump into our next item. This is one of the best reviewed items in the best reviewed brand. It is the Trivet, 4.9 out of 5 stars. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reviews. I own this product. I've bought it as a gift for several people. It is a game changer in the kitchen and very affordable. If you think about, something that you buy that changes the game, like a house or a car, this is only $24.95 to change the game. Really, it's very
You're so right.
It's a very. I mean, it really is a game changer.
I love it. So look, here's where this product started. Okay, now give me one more because I'm going to show you how many uses. Because you're not going to want one of these. You're going to want multiples.
I think we have all 3 colors right now.
Check this out. So first of all, this was a drying rack, right? So you do your dishes, and then you dry them, and then you'd move them. Now, the beauty of this, as opposed to those stainless steel baskets that always get rusty and disgusting, kind of gross, is it just literally rolls up like that, right? So whether you want it covering the entire sink, and look at how strong it is, by the way, as I'm pushing down on it, you can just roll that up. You might want it to cover half the sink. Well, you fold it in half. And then that way you can be doing the dishes or washing some vegetables. and then when you're done, you can just sort of rest it up like that. So it's super versatile and so many ways to use it. We loved it as a dish rack, okay? But what we figured out was it's made of carbon steel for its strength, right? Really strong. It's wrapped in silicone, so it's food grade and can get really hot. And then we're like, you know what else you can do with this? It could be a trivet.
Yeah.
All right, so now come with me because this is where it starts to get really good fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rochelle. We've got some beautiful, you were talking about my Aussie steaks before. We've got these gorgeous New York strip steaks.
Which are coming up in a combo pack that have the ribeyes. And the only place you can get the ribeyes now is in the combo pack because the ribeyes sold out earlier.
Look how hot I've got this pan. Okay, you can see it, right? As I put the steak in.
Is that cast iron?
That is cast iron.
Okay, that looks, I'm going to step back. That looks super hot.
Brutally hot. Now, if I was to put this on a normal trivet, and I have one right here, so let me show it to you. First of all, you'd be thinking, oh, please don't, because you might burn the trivet and you might burn the countertop. Thank you.
You need two of those. I'm worried about you.
I'm going to put it down here. Now, the residual heat from this could come into contact with the surface. It could ruin the surface over here. It's certainly going to damage the trivet, right? Like you would imagine. You can see the heat in that steak, in that pan. So let me lift it up and show you what it just did. Can you see that? It's burnt the whole side. This could be your kitchen counter. This could be your dining room table, you guys.
I know.
So you can damage your surfaces, and we've all done it before, and we all know what it's like. This little guy for $24.95, this roll-out dish rack changes everything, because I can now pick this up, drop it down there, and know that that's not going to melt. It's going to act as that perfect insulator in between the countertop. So, and to prove to you, it doesn't even retain the heat in the way that you would expect it to. To prove it, watch this. Let me move it. Put my hand down on where the pan just was, and I can keep my hand on it.
I can't even.
Isn't it so cool?
You guys will use it. I'm going to recommend you get a couple of these because you think about hostess gifts. You think you bring a bottle of wine for about the same price. This is something that people are going to be like, what is that? Why are you bringing me that? And then you can show them all the different ways that you can use it. I have it out in my kitchen as a drying rack. I just, cut up some fruit, and instead of putting it in a colander that you have to put in the dishwasher, you just leave it right there, and everything, it's so amazing. I mean, this is my favorite item. This is one of the first items, and the everything pan, which I also own.
Right, again, look, I've got some fish here frying in a little cornbread batter. Now have a look at this. We've got this at 274 degrees, right? I can pick this pan up while it is frying, mind you, and drop it on my trivet, and knowing that even though it's frying, it's still not going to damage the trivet. Even though those steaks are still cooking, still not damaging the trivet. Then I pick up my fish, and here comes the next use that you'll find for it.
Right.
You're going to use this as a drying rack. So you're now putting it over your sheet tray, which you probably just picked up from us.
Right, we started the hour out with set at 2.
And now all of that excess fat is just running away from that fried fish and not causing you any dramas at all.
And we have 4 colors, by the way. So we do have all the colors. We have white, we have red, gray, and we do have the turquoise.
We do. Oh, great. Here,
okay,
look.
the turquoise is going to be the first to sell out. I didn't think we had any left.
This is a little chocolate cream or chocolate ganache. I'm just going to pour that over my cake. Now, when you want this sort of restaurant-style mirror finish on a cake like this, you go for the ganache, right? You want to use way more than you need to just cover it. So what you need to do is to let all of that just run off it, right? And that's what gives you that perfect mirror. So why I'm using such a big, beautiful rack like this is because it then allows me to pick it up and move it. See that chocolate that's fallen through? Obviously, we'd use that for something else, but you're now going ahead and getting that perfect restaurant finish.
I also baked cookies last week, and I used this as a rack, a cooling rack, and I actually just left it over the sink and put the cookies on it right there over the sink. So it was so much less cleanup of taking separate cookie racks, putting them in the dishwasher. It was like nothing. And if you have, we all have storage issues, this rolls up and you can just put it in a drawer.
Again, look at this, super hot pan, boiling liquids, no problem. You can take it straight onto the trivet and set it down. You can set up buffet stations, so you can have half a dozen of these trivets using it as a runner down a table, and then people coming and helping themselves from the buffet. So many ways that you will find to use these trivets. It's really unbelievable.
And many of you have been writing and calling and saying, please get the turquoise back. We've got the turquoise back. It's going to be the next to sell out. So if you want to get the turquoise, here it is. We've limited number. A few hundred left, $24.95 for the, and this turquoise goes back with the Today's Special turquoise, goes back with the 13-piece cooking set that you've had in earlier shows, goes back with the blue in the tumblers. So it's all together. Oh, and there you go, washing the fruits and vegetables.
Right, so you go ahead, you use that, you wash it, and then when it's time to pick up your fruit and veggies, you just pick it up and you carry it straight out, just like that. I even use it out in my veggie garden, actually, when I'm picking things up. Rochelle's got a good idea. She's pulled out some steaks. These are the way the steaks are going to arrive, by the way, these Aussie grass-fed steaks that you just cannot believe.
Coming up in the next hour.
Go take a look on hsn.com before they sell out. But it's great to put them up here because now the air can sort of circulate around them.
To defrost?
To defrost.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then you, look, we've laid out some bacon over, over a tray, over a sheet tray. So you're using it as a drying rack. And have a look how much fat has actually fallen off and through. Yes, Rochelle. Look at this. Rochelle's roasted roast chickens and potatoes on it as well.
Wait, let me show you this, because if you picked up the set of two, cookie racks or baking racks, she just put the trivet over it and made a huge roasting pan for two. And those look like they're 10 pounds each, Rochelle.
They sure are.
They're pretty
and
big.
Look how much fat comes off the bacon. A crazy amount. You know, so it's a much healthier way of cooking as well.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So I know over 1,000 gone and $12.48 to get home. I got to mention that loaf pan.
Yes.
So I know it's been one of the most popular